Hello friends, today in this tutorial I will basically show you a PHP script which will allow us to compress GIF animations. GIF is basically a type of image which repeats for a sequence of time, and you can see we will have original GIF size. We will compress it, so it's a 13 MB file. We compress it to 5 MB. So let me show you the application. So this is a application here. We are using Bootstrap here also. If we can choose the GIF file, guys, and you will see it's 13 megabytes. The original size of the GIF file is 13 megabytes. And if I select this GIF file and click this button, which is compress GIF, so there will be a FFMPEG command which will be running in the background once I click this button, and now it will basically compress this GIF. Original size is 13 megabytes and it is compressed to 5 megabytes, and the compression ratio is 62%. So it will automatically calculate for every GIF file that you submit inside this application. So the best quality will be preserved. The quality of the GIF file will be preserved alongside with compressing the size of the GIF file. So now you can open this and now you can see that the quality is not preserved here. And there is a download button. If you click the download button, your file will be downloaded 5 MB. You will see that. So you can play your file. The original file, if I show you, this was the original file, 13 megabytes, and you can see the quality of the GIF animation is preserved. And similarly, you can take any more example. Let me take second file here. Let's suppose I take this file. So this is 9 megabytes, the original size, and it is compressed to 4 megabytes. So the compression ratio is 51%. And now you can see this file as well. You will see that it is compressed to almost 50%. So I will show you guys how you can make this PHP script. You can basically deploy this tool as a GIF compressor in your tool website. You can monetize with Google AdSense or earn a lot of money. So the link is given in the description. If you want to basically get the PHP script, you can purchase it from stripe.com and you will get this. So I will write this in step by step explaining you each. So just basically create an index.php file here and we will start from scratch. So here, first of all, guys, what we will do, we will have a simple form here. Let me write the form in a separate file. Let's suppose I create a file index.html and I rename this file to process.php. So inside our form, guys, basically we will include the bootstrap CDN, so which is required. So just after the title, just paste the CDN for bootstrap, and we will now be having container class margin top 5, and we will have a heading which will say GIF compressor. And after that, guys, we will have a form here, and the method here will be post encoding type multi-part form data. So action will go to process.php. So we will write this PHP script. So form group class is a bootstrap class, and here we will allow the user to select a GIF file that they want to compress. So we will simply say select a GIF, and then the user will select a GIF file. So input type is file, and we will say name is equal to file. We will also be giving a bootstrap class to it of form control, and this is required. We will only be accepting GIF file here like this. And then, guys, we will have a button which will submit the form. We will say button which will type is submit. So button type submit, and we will give it a class of btn primary, and then we will say compress GIF. So if you just refresh your application, guys, so you will have a simple form here. And now what we need to do here, we now need to write our PHP code here. So inside the PHP code, guys, we will just write like this, and we can have a if condition here, and inside if condition we will basically check the request underscore method, and if the method is post, in that case we will now need to create dynamic directories. So first of all, we will create the first directory where all your files will be stored, and then the output directory as well. So output directory, so we have put the address here, uploads and output. You don't need to create these directories, it will automatically create. So how we can create this? We have a function in PHP which we will first of all say is directory. We will basically check that if this uploads directory exists or not. Uploads directory, if it doesn't exist, in that case it will return false. And here we will use this function make directory. It will make this directory here in the root directory. We will pass this code 0777. This is permission code. And in the similar way, guys, we will again check for the output directory as well. Output directory, if it doesn't exist, then in that case we will create the output directory like this. So once you basically run this code, guys, so what should happen? If you check right here in the left hand side, no directory is there. So if I run this code, if I just select a file, click, nothing happens here, but the directories had been created. So for the very first time it will create them, and after that this statement will return uh, true. So in that case, this line will not be executed. So right here, guys, we will now be, after creating the directories, you will now say where to store the files. So we will be storing them in the basically uploads directory. Here we need to provide the name parameter. So whatever name parameter you have given, so we have given this name parameter, which is file. So this needs to be file here. So file, and then followed by the name. So this will basically get the file name. So after that we will say output GIF path. So here we will store it in the output directory, and this will be compressed, just concatenating it, and we will concatenate dollar files GIF, the name of the file. So make sure that you put semicolon after each line in PHP, because it will create error if you don't do it. And now we need to move this file, guys. So we have a function in PHP which is move uploaded file. So this will actually upload the file. We have the temporary location from which we can move it to the location that we specified, which is GIF path. If this return true, in that case our file is uploaded. And then after that we will get the original size of the file. We will say original size. So there is a function in PHP which allows you to get the size of the file. So we will pass the path of the file to get the original size. And here we will write FFMPEG command, guys. So if you don't know about FFMPEG, it's basically an open source tool for interacting with audio and video. They have their own official website. It is used by many companies out there. So just it's a command line tool, and after installation, just check right here FFmpeg. The command is accessible here. So we will try to execute the command using PHP. So we can basically write our command here, which we need to execute. So we will write this command ffmpeg-i for the input. We will provide the input file here, and then we will provide a video filter -vf. This stands for video filter slash fps. So here we can manipulate the fps of the video, make it to 10. You can just play with this command as long as you want. And then we will say encoder value, we will change it to GIF, output GIF path. That's all. This is all that you need to do, right? And we have a execute method, guys, which allows you to execute any command in command line using PHP. So this execute method allows you to do that thing. If you see clearly, this is a function which allows you to do that. So after doing this, guys, after executing it, we just need to write here, make a compressed size. So we will calculate the file size of the compressed file as well. We will provide the path here, output GIF path. So all these things we are storing it inside these variables. So later on we can store display them inside the HTML. So now we can have also a else statement as well. So if the file is not uploaded, we can say a error in moving file. That's all. This is the PHP script, guys. So now what we need to do, we need to move to our index.html. So if you just do like this, so what should happen? Basically, the application will work fine if you submit the input file, click compress. So it is saying undefined array key GIF on line number 16. Let me check. Sorry, this needs to be file, and here also file. Again submit. So it is saying undefined variable on line number 18. So when you live code, guys, some mistake can happen. You can see this needs to be capital files. Again select your file, click compress. So nothing here will happen, but our file is generated if you see in the output directory. So this is our compressed file, guys. You will see that this is the actual upload that we did, and this is the actual compressed file. Now we need to display this file in the index.html. How we can do that? It's very simple. So we need to write some code here, HTML code. So we can need to, after the form, we can here put. So what I can do is that I can move this code in the PHP file that we write, this file, like here, and I can delete this file and rename this file to index.php. So this is a clearer way of doing things in a single file, and then we can put the PHP tag here to embed PHP code in HTML. So right here we will check if is set original size, and also is set function basically does the thing, guys, which it checks that if these two variables exist or not. We have created these two variables at the top, guys. You will see compressed size and original size. So if these two variables exist, in that case we need to display the size, the first original size and the compressed size. So here after that, what we need to do, compress size, just do like this. This is slightly complicated code, guys. So what I will do, I will simply copy paste it. There, it also contains a function as well, which automatically calculates the size and display it. So I will simply paste it here and explain you what is happening right here. And this also contains this function. So if you want this full script, guys, I will definitely say, just the link is given, you can purchase it. So basically here we are using that function. We are displaying the original size and the compressed size, and then we are displaying the compression ratio. This is all about user engagement, guys, and also we are displaying a download compressed GIF button as well. So if you want to rank your tool on the Google first page, then this customization is very much important. And if you search compress, one thing I forgot, guys, we need to change the action parameter to nothing. So this will only if you now do it and select, so now guys you will see that basically original GIF size 13 megabytes, it was compressed to 5 megabytes. So the user will clearly see on the page how your compressor has done the thing, how much space it has saved for the user. This is a great information that you can show as a tool, and you can basically go to the description guys, you can pay the money at Stripe and you can get this script and you can rank your tool website. So thank you very much guys for watching this video. If you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe the channel, and I will be seeing you in the next live stream.